start with a word of prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. There is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
We are all facing as a youth, a nation, and even the older generation also, from alcohol to weed, marijuana, and the likes, heroin, cocaine. So we know that it affects us individually in our families and even in our careers. And I would like to take a moment to reflect the causes of drug abuse and its effects and how we can curb it. And we shall start by understanding exactly what drug abuse is. So drug abuse is a misuse of substances, both legal and illegal, whether it is prescribed by a doctor or not. And many people turn to drugs out of curiosity or out of peer pressure. Maybe your friends are, very curious and they want you to try this together and the likes. And even stress can be a cause of wanting to try these drugs to relieve yourself, or even to make yourself happy a little bit, or numbing any pain that you are coping, whether it is mental issues or maybe pain, physical pain that you want to treat and you don't want to go to a doctor. So with a quick turn to the effects of drug abuse, it can cause damages to the body and the mind, especially physically, where it can cause liver failure, a heart attack, maybe even lung damages. If you are smoking weed every time, it can cause some issues with the lungs. If you're drinking a lot, it can cause severe cirrhosis. So yeah, it can even lead to increase of HIV and AIDS because you are letting yourself loose. Then you go and become promiscuous and the likes. And for people who are using drug abuse as a mental relief, it can make you suffer from cognitive impairment, where you can't be able to think properly without the use of these drugs, and or even make rational decisions, or even control how you're feeling. So on the sector of family and social consequences, drug abuse can harm the loved ones around you, as they can feel an emotional pain to seeing you using these drugs, as they see that it is not taking you so well in your life and your career, even your health. And the financial struggles and broken relationships can really put a strain on your loved ones. And for parents to see their children going down this path is really painful for any parent. And it really hurts a parent to see that their child can't be able to express how they are feeling and resulting into drugs. So, and even friendships can be destroyed because you want to maybe steal something from them so that you can attain these drugs, or you just don't want to socialize anymore and you're just in your room taking these drugs, And on the economic consequences, it comes an economic burden on society, as in the workplaces you lose productivity, where you don't have the motivation to even work anymore, and crime becomes even higher. The rate of crime is very high because you don't want to put a lot of work You just want an easy fix. You just want to, to take these drugs and then unatulia tu bila kufanya kazi yoyote, and because of this, a lot of drug abusers, as much as I don't like that word, they tend to lead a life of criminal, and they have criminal records that ruins their future, where they can't even get a job afterwards. Even if anasema anaenda rehab, your reputation yake, it's already gone, and even with those kind of enforcement and rehabilitation programs, it can really put somebody down in their confidence that anajua that they did a mistake and they are trying very hard to come up again. And how can we try and prevent the use of drugs? Since drug abuse is a very serious problem. So prevention normally starts by awareness, where you speak about these things like in such an event, and you talk in much detail how it affects us as a society on the use of drug abuse. And we should be open to the dangers of drugs, especially to us youngsters who are coming into the world of adulthood, in schools, religious institutions, any organization where you engage with other mentors maybe, so that you can challenges. We're still grateful, and would like to have another forum if it will be available for us, and I think for now, until we have somebody to give us a lot of guns.
Again, we thank you for the event, to all our guests. I hope you are going to enjoy it. And I'm so ashamed. Yani hamna maswali about this event and effects of drugs. Anyone? Question? So, you don't have questions, we can just conclude the event. I can start by, before I conclude, I can give anyone who wants to address anything. If there's anyone. Okay. If there's no one who wants to talk. Yeah, we are open for questions. Okay, Dan.
So, I'm sorry if I missed, but you have said that people enter into drugs because of peer pressure. At my point of view, I was requesting it to expound not only peer pressure, maybe some youth family problems. I believe that drugs impact some people positively, exactly to our generation.
In my opinion, I would say first few days maybe it will be a positive for somebody, you know, and this is a good thing, but at the end of the day, it comes back negative to them because they don't know how to control it sometimes, you know. And for the family issue, maybe you have had a strained relations with your family or relatives, and you're feeling a little bit stressed, and you don't know how to express yourself, and you feel like if there's nothing I can be able to talk, or anybody I can be able to talk, because you feel the world is against you, you would want to engage in something that's going to numb your mind and your pain of whatever you are going through with your family. So you tend to go to using drugs, maybe some alcohol, you know, kuchachisha akili kidogo tu nyamaze, some marijuana, you feel a bit happy, or even any other like cocaine or heroin, but I think most common drugs are alcohol and marijuana or weed. Any more questions? Yes?
So if one is already addicted, let's say on marijuana, what can that person do so that they can get out of that? Because we've interacted with so many people who wish to get out of drug, but since they are addicted, they are unable to stop using it.
The first thing, usually it's normally they are aware that they are addicted, simple. So the next thing could be maybe have somebody to talk to, and maybe hold their hand when they rehabilitation, and see how they can be able to detoxify their bodies first, so that they can have a clear conscience, and now they can be able to put some discipline in the use of those drugs, you know. So in a rehabilitation center, they are going to help you with that. There's no question asked.
And in the rehab, after you've gone through the rehab, in the rehab, do you, maybe for example, you know, when you use drugs, you lose so many things. Let's say, for example, you become poor. Now, are there organizations that can help you catch up?
Yes.
Something?
Yes, there are NGOs that can help you, that they normally go through those rehabs looking for people to help, maybe by providing some work to do, activities to keep themselves busy, even to be able to empower them in their careers a little bit. Become a prison, how they come to prison and they do some activities like carpentry and the sort, you know. You have understood?
I got you.
Yeah. Anybody else?